Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome to today's video. I don't have a shirt on. Hey y'all, welcome to today's video. For those of you who are new, this may be your first time joining me on my channel, which means you are probably not yet subscribed. Welcome, my name is Tyler with an O, and for those of you who are already my people, already subscribed and are just returning for another video, welcome on back. Today, I'm going to tell you how I became America's next top model. You guys, it is very much morning time. The sun is like, it's just like a real like daytime lighting situation going on in here, and I love it. Like, I started to not even use my, anyways, you guys don't care. So yeah, in addition to that story time that we are about to receive, I'm also going to try to serve brow on camera, which, you know, I never do because I'm unable. If you guys follow me on Instagram, then you seen when this actually happened. But I didn't post a video or anything on Instagram, well, a full video at least. So YouTube people, you are in for a treat because I'm actually gonna post the full walk video here for you guys to see, embarrassingly enough. So let me tell you what had happened. So long story short, I have a friend, a couple friends that I went to high school with. They're sisters, by the way, Kaylee and Carly. So me and the older sister, Kaylee, we went to high school together. We were in theater and everything. And then Carly later joined high school, went to our school. She went to like a performing art, well, not even, I don't even say performing, is it performing arts? Yeah, like a performing arts academy. And so she was like, you know, real fancy, real creative and whatnot. And me and Kaylee were, you know, we are also creatives, but you know, we went to school in good old Northtown, okay? So yeah, I've known them for some time. The younger sister, Carly, she is a fashion designer and she started her own fashion line, and it is named Creole Bombshell. So we have Fashion Week. I'm sure you guys have heard of Fashion Week. I didn't know that there was a Las Vegas Fashion Week, which apparently that is a thing. She had posted like a little flyer basically saying like, you know, a casting call for models. If you're interested in modeling in the fashion show, you know, hit her up, whatever. And so I definitely DM'd her and I was like, sis, like, let me be a part, like, not only because like, you know, it's always something I wanted to do in terms of like, you know, modeling and stuff like that, but more so just because like I want to support her in her everything she's doing. Like she's amazing, like she's amazingly talented. So yeah, I had DM'd her. I was like, oh my god, I definitely want to be a part of it this time. Like, you know, let me know what you need from me. What do I need to do? Where do I need to meet you? Like if we got to do fitness, whatever the case might be, just let me know. So she was just like, you know, okay, great, whatever. Long story short, we had auditions. So it was a day that we went to the venue, and we basically, you know, there was like some models there who were gonna be part of the show, and we walked on the runway or whatever. During that, she was fitting us for like different pieces, kind of seeing like what looks good on certain people, and you know, getting measurements and making adjustments and everything. So the collection was called Steel Magnolias, and it was basically kind of like, I don't know if it was necessarily piggybacking off of the trend now with like the chaps and everything, but it was a very current thing with like, you know, the whole Old Town Road and all of that, and now everybody's wearing chaps and all of that. So she, you know, hopped on that and busted out this like Western country themed collection, and it was like a juxtaposition between like, you know, the ruggedness of country but like the softness of femininity and everything. It was really cool. So we did that. Long story short, I made the cut. Y'all, let me finish this eyebrow so I can talk, because I can't. Let me finish the eyebrow and I'll be back to finish the story. And today I'm going for like a more subtle, toned down makeup look. So I'm not gonna be, you know, doing full glam for this, just FYI. So yeah, and so this wasn't like, you know, because she ain't got no big budget or nothing like that. Well, I mean, I don't know what's in her pockets. Let me not even say that, because this is, you know, very much like not sponsored or funded by anyone except for her hardworking self. You know, there weren't like a whole bunch of makeup artists and everything on her team that were helping her prepare for the show. Like she was very much like single-handedly putting this all together, and she only had a couple weeks to do it. So her older sister Kaylee, she was gonna help out with the makeup. Now she's not a makeup artist or anything, but you know, she know how to put on a little some. on her face, so she was just gonna help out and do what she could do just to take some of the workload off her sister. So of course they know like I do makeup or whatever, so I told them like, you know, hey, on the day of, you know, I'll come early and I will help with some of the makeup. Like, and to me, I was thinking like, you know, the girls would pretty much have their own makeup on because I don't know why, but I just assume that, you know, if you're going to a fashion show, you'd probably want to, you know, come have the skin looking good, whatever, and then based off of what you were wearing, I would then hop in and, you know, throw on an eyeshadow, you know, throw on a lipstick, give a nice wing, or whatever the look was going to be for the look that they were supposed to serve. Boy, was I wrong. So I got there and basically Kaylee was like, okay, well, here's your chair, here's my chair. I'm gonna go ahead and start on this girl's makeup. Her, and her all need their makeup done. And I was just like, oh, so like I'm a makeup artist. Like I didn't think makeup artist. And I was very intimidated. So yeah, let me first talk about that. So like, as you guys know, like I don't do other people's makeup. I did like my first person's makeup on this channel, and I'll probably link that video somewhere over here so that you can watch it. But I've never did anybody else's makeup before, so I was very, very nervous to do that. And so like the first girl, she's a model, she sat down and, you know, she was saying like, I told her, I was like, listen, I'm not no professional makeup artist, so don't clock me, whatever. So we sat there and then we just got to talking about like, you know, her personal life and stuff that's going on, and we talked about work and everything. And it just started to feel so comfortable and so natural of me like doing the makeup. I'm expected to produce whatever, to produce a look. You don't know what that look is going to be, and I have artistic control pretty much. I know the color scheme, I know what you're wearing, therefore I'm going to make a look that matches that. And so it kind of took down some of the anxiousness about it, because it's just like, if I mess up, you wouldn't even know. And that's probably like the best advice that I have gotten from my friend Kaylee, because I told her like, girl, I'm not nobody's makeup artist, like I don't know what I'm doing. And she was like, listen, whatever you do it on purpose. And I was just like, you know what? Like, that's some good habit. Think about it. Whatever you do, let's say I do like a big, a huge wing and I make it way too big. But if I say, you know what? No, I meant to do that. That's the look that I was going for. She's basically just saying like, no pressure. Like, just do it on purpose. You're the makeup artist. It's your vision. So like, they don't know. Like, even if you mess up, you can correct it before they even have a chance to see it. So like, it's no tea. And so that really helped. Long story short, I did the girls' makeup. These are beautiful girls, by the way. And they, you know, they model and whatnot. And we talked and chatted. And they all, you know, really trusted me and really liked the looks that came out and everything. So then here it comes like 15 minutes till showtime. And I ain't have my makeup done. And I was like, wait, what do you mean 15 minutes? And so again, my look was like the black leather bat wings, and then I had some black vinyl chaps. So I was wearing very much all black. So I was like, you know what, the least I could do in like 10 minutes, I'll just get, oh, and I didn't bring like all my makeup. I didn't have a makeup kit. We literally had like a couple palettes. The first girl I did, she was like, you know, this, she had Fenty, which you know is full coverage. And she's like, this is my winter shade. I've gotten a bit darker, so do you have bronzer? I was like, girl, I didn't bring nothing. So literally I whipped some stuff together, and this is where, you know, skill comes into it. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but toot. I beat her face literally with foundation and eyeshadow. I used eyeshadows to contour, to bronze her up, to highlight. I did the thing, and I made that foundation match. Like, she looked good. Anyway, so yeah. So I was like, you know what? I'm wearing all black. What I can do, get a little angle brush and some black eyeshadow, and I just like lined around my lash line to just give like a black eyeliner type of effect or whatever, but like kind of smoked it out a little bit. So that was my look. Now, on audition day, all of the girls were wearing like, you know, cowboy boots and heels and everything. So the designer, she's like, do you have any boots or heels? As I mentioned, like, I dance a little bit. A lot of the choreography that I make up is for women. And a lot of the things that I choreograph and I teach are to females. So I got some dancing shoes that are heeled boots just to dance in. So I was like, well, funny that you mention it, because the only boots that I have are heels. So that's pretty much, you know. And so she was like, okay, perfect. Well, wear those on the day of the fashion show. Now, with that being said, I know how to walk in them because I can dance in them. However, I have never walked in them outside of a dancing scenario. I've never been in public in these shoes. They're strictly just for dancing. So yeah, so you know, here we lined up behind stage or whatever. She's giving all of us a character, and she's like, okay, so when she got to me, she's like, okay, Tyler, you're wearing, you know, the black leather. I need you to be fierce. I need you to be like real saucy and real, like, you know. And to me, I was kind of having like a little, I don't want to say like an inner struggle, but my thing was like, you know, maybe I want to give this modeling thing a shot. The other girls were talking about how there's like, you know, sometimes scouts out in the audience and they be looking and watching, you know, ready to book you down, girl. And so I was just like, okay, well, I don't want to give like unprofessional, like I can go out there and play the character and be all like extra, but then is that bookable, you know? I'm going to show you the clip of the walk. I mean, I'll let you guys be the judge. I personally wish I could have done it again. I don't necessarily think it was the best, and I wish I would have went more and like came harder with it, but I was in my head the whole time and I was like, no, like let's not do too much, like, you know, I still want to be somewhat professional and everything. So I just gave a little sassy walk down the runway in my heels or whatever, gave a little couple of twirls and everything, but the girls ate it up. Oh, the girls loved it. They lived. And in the video, I'm about to play the video, trust me. In the video, look at the girls in the bottom left, how she was like, they were living. Like, even when I first stepped out on the stage, the girls were screaming. And I think it was just like the whole like the wow factor of, you know, oh my god, that's a dude and he's like, you know, gliding in these heels. Like, you know, I was giving very much poise and elegance. So yeah, this is the clip of my runway walk. So yeah, I was so nervous, like I was like shaking like while I was walking, which you can't really tell, like I kept it cool, but I was shaking because I've never done that before. I've never been like on a runway like that before, which is something I've always wanted to do. I've never been in heels in front of people. I didn't know how people were gonna react. Everybody loved it, which I'm happy about. Honestly, I wish I could have did it again. Like as soon as I got off stage, I was like, damn it, like I want to go back out again, because I wasn't really feeling it and getting into it until I got to the end, when you saw me hit that boom boom, that shimmy girl with the wings. And so after that, you know, like when I was backstage, a lot of the models was just like, oh my god, like you killed it, you worked it. Some of the designers was just like, you look so good and all this other stuff. And I was just like, you know, it was a very positive experience. And then on top of the fact that, you know, I did these girls makeup for the first time and they really liked it and everybody thought that they looked good, and I heard like their friends would come and be like, oh my god girl, like your makeup, blah blah blah. And it's like, you know, that was me, and they were, you know, hyping me up and like, you know, this is our makeup artist, da, 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 da. And they were like, you know, when I post these videos and pictures on Instagram, is it okay if I tag you as like the MUA? And like I've never been an MUA before, so it was really cool. And so after I, you know, changed out of my clothes and I was walking around, and this guy has snatched me up. Like I thought they was trying to holler type shit. Like I was just like, okay, like, you know, what's tea? Like what's going on? And he had like grabbed me or whatever, because I was like, well, I was pumping it. Like I was trying to get out of there. It was so crowded and I was hungry. And he was just like, hey, you know, he introduced himself. He's like, this is my friend. He's a photographer. He works with me, but I work for, you know, such and such modeling agency, whatever. And he was like, who are you signed with? And I was just like, Tyler with the Models and Talent Agency. I'm just kidding. But I was just like, no one. And he was just like, okay, can you please give us a call? Give me his business card. He was like, we really want to fuck with you. His words. And I was just like, okay, like, wow, cool. And like, I don't know, it was just really cool, like again, to have other people and professionals and people in the field that you know, are just tiptoeing in for the time being, actually acknowledge you and acknowledge, like, you know, you know, want to work with you. That's a big deal to me. With that being said, you know, if anybody is out there, you know, looking for new talent, if you want me to model for your runway or your clothing line, hit me up. I am now that person. I'm putting runway fashion model on my resume. Why is this concealer not blending out on my nose? Can y'all see this? Y'all see that line of concealer? It didn't go not a place, girl. Nowhere. Okay, I'm about to go in with another concealer. And now it's my NARS. I love my NARS now. I don't know what's that's about. But yeah, so ultimately that experience though, and this is like kind of what I did want to touch on, like, I don't want to say like, oh, it was a life-changing experience, da-da-da-da, and sound all corny or whatever, but to a certain extent, that's kind of how I feel, and this is why. I know I'm a creative person. I'm a creative being. That's just what I do. My creativity thrives in everything that I do. However, growing up and stuff, there was always such a strong emphasis on, you know, school and scholarly activities and, you know, knowledge is power and everything like that. So I always consider myself like, you know, more of a scholarly person. I wasn't athletic. Well, I mean, I was athletic, but I wasn't like heavy into sports. And then like my brother and other relatives are very, very artistic. Like I have a cousin who does nails. My uncle's paint. My brother he draws and sketches really well, does tattoos, everything like that. And because I didn't have a medium at the time to me like that I claimed that I was good at, I just was like, oh, I'm not as artistic as them, I'm not creative, but what I am good at is school and learning, so I'm a scholar, okay? Like that was my thing. All that to say, like, this experience and a few other things that have been going on have really like opened my eyes and let me accept and acknowledge that I am a creative. Like, I thrive in creative spaces. I enjoy being in creative spaces around other creative people, whether it's in makeup, whether it's in music, even like with the whole songwriting thing that I told you about, that you guys saw here on the channel if you've been subscribed. Everything that has to do with creativity, fashion, obviously makeup, you know, everything like that. It really inspired me to, like, you know, really own these gifts that I have, own the talent that I have, own my creativity, and to market myself as that. And so with that being said, like, yeah, I'm partly joking as far as like, you know, if you have any business inquiries in terms of modeling and stuff like that, or even makeup artistry and everything like that, yeah, I'm partly joking, but at the same time, I'm capable and I'm definitely willing to start exploring that because it's what I'm good at. And I'm tired of like putting it on the back burner and just like, oh, you know, it's a hobby, it's just something that I can do. Like, no, it's what I do and it's what I do well. All that to say, that experience really shaped me. It really has changed my perspective on myself and on the things that I'm doing, and really just drove me to embrace the creative that lives in me, girl, okay? Alright, y'all, well, that concludes today's little video. Thank you guys for listening and tuning into my story about how I became America's Next Top Model. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Comment down below on what you thought about the video. Let me know if I was serving walk. Like, just let me know. But if you didn't like it, then you don't gotta say nothing. It's okay, because, girl, we're here. More importantly, make sure you are subscribed to my channel so you don't miss out on any more of this Tyler with the No goodness. And I will catch you all on my next video. Peace. Oh, and just real quick, honorable mention, this Maybelline Vivid Hot Lacquer, this has been like my go-to new fave, whatever. It's like it's a liquid lips, well, it's like, I want to say like a very opaque lip gloss. I don't know how to describe it, but it's not thick and sticky like a lip gloss. I'll literally just put something in it all that and just kind of powder down and call it a day.